Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Sync, the podcast you have to let sink in. I'm Nick, and that's Owen. And Owen, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right because I'm still faithful. We still got our playoff spot. We're chugging along perfectly fine.
Owen, um, I believe you have something to tell the world.
Um, not really.
Yeah, I
May,
believe you do. It's the title of our episode.
maybe Lamar is actually a quarterback.
Okay. All right, there we go. We're not gonna.
No, real talk. Actually, Lamar Jackson, um, he he smacked us like we were a dog. Like
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
We were playing perfectly fine to start this game, but then as the game went on, this man Lamar Jackson. I have to give credit where credit's due.
Mhm.
So Lamar Jackson, props to you. Really good game on your part. Um. So
And who predicted that the Baltimore Ravens in a game against two good teams would smack the pants off of the other?
you're gonna crack out of this, aren't you?
Um,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I predicted this to happen. Um, 49ers also really hurting my chances at winning the AFC and even having a home playoff game. So I don't really appreciate that from
It's not
you.
my fault. Go talk to
Uh,
Brock Purdy about it. He threw 4 picks.
yeah, I already emailed him.
Okay, that's good.
Um, yeah, last night was tough for 49ers faithful. It was tough for Browns fans. It looked promising at first. The referees were helping us with that Lamar Jackson safety.
That's on Lamar. That one was actually on Lamar because, and I've said this before. I've said it a bunch of times already. Why are you on your own 20-yard line running all the way
Dropping
back
back, yeah.
into your own end zone?
That's
Where
it's
the
been a problem of his entire career. He drops back like far too much.
This isn't Madden, bro. Like, okay, here Lamar is still MVP level. He probably is the MVP now. Okay, and I'm okay with that because he deserves it. And he's played amazing this year, but he has to make tough throws because he's not putting himself in good situations to make easy throws.
But the problem with that is yes, he has to make those tough throws, but then he makes those tough throws.
Yeah, I know because he has to.
Yeah, I know, but
We'd be sitting here differently and talking if he couldn't make those bad throws.
we wouldn't even be talking about him. He'd be at my McDonald's and I'd be like, "Hey, can I have a large fry?" And he'd be
Exactly,
like, "Yeah."
exactly.
Um but yeah, this is I mean, the fact that he makes these throws and I told you this because I've been watching him 2 times a year for the past what, 6 years now. He does
2018.
he does this stuff. It drives me mad. I hate it with a passion. But he just completes throws where you're sitting there thinking, how on earth can anyone do that?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that he has the best rookie receiver this year in Zay Flowers.
I'd agree with that. Zay Flowers. I mean, Zay Flowers. He had himself a nice night against San Francisco. He
And
had a wide open touchdown
I mean,
in the
San
end zone.
Francisco isn't a team you can just cakewalk over. So the fact that they made it look like that is honestly impressive.
They've done it. They've done it to the Lions this year. They did
Yeah,
it to
they
the
have.
Seahawks this year.
Yep.
They did it to the Browns earlier this year. I mean, this team
Yep.
they have made every single like tough little competition, and this is a battle tested Ravens team. Um, this isn't a Ravens team that's kind of coasted to uh 12-3. They've had a tough schedule.
Yeah.
Um, and by the way, the last quarterback to defeat Lamar Jackson was on November 12th, Deshaun Watson. On November 15th, Deshaun Watson went on season-ending IR.
Dang, 3 days later.
That's how long it's been. The Browns have had two different starting quarterbacks since the last person beat.
And honestly, I don't know what team is going to stop the Ravens now, because we always talked about how this team, all they needed was receivers. All they needed was, because they had the promising defense. They had the franchise starting quarterback. They had a really, really good because of Lamar. They had just no receivers at all. And then they trade away their receiver they had to Arizona for basically nothing. Understand Lamar's frustration before this season because of that fact. But now that they're here, it's now that they have the pieces that they needed. It's honestly great to watch when you're not on the other end of it.
No, it's terrifying. It makes you scared. However, the good news is Lamar Jackson still has one thing to prove, and that's making it out of the divisional round of the playoffs.
Yeah. Yep.
So I have a feeling he's going to run into, because the AFC is tough this year.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that number one seed, and sure, you get that wild card weekend bye, but you're going to run into at the worst at the worst. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Owen.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. The Ravens do not have an easy road in the playoffs. This is a tough AFC because I feel like the best case scenario for them is a Joe Flacco hungry for revenge.
Oh, yeah.
Worst case scenario, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen.
Do the Ravens, and honestly, this Dolphins and Ravens match is going to be whoever wins this will be the number one seed for the
No,
playoffs. That's no?
that's no, because the Cleveland Browns still have a
Oh my gosh,
tiny
whatever.
little chance. There are only three teams eligible for the number one seed: the Dolphins and the Ravens, and then the Joe Flacco-led Cleveland Browns.
I don't know. There's just something. I mean, Brock Purdy still has a chance to win MVP.
No, he doesn't, Owen.
If they look at that game, yeah, he does.
No,
Yeah, that he does, because his passer rating is still the best in the league by far.
no, Owen. It's over. Give it
It's
up.
not over.
Give it up.
It's not over.
4. He threw 4 interceptions.
3 of them were tip drills.
4 interceptions.
It's not his fault. He's 5.
Hey! Look, I get it. Jaguars fans get it. Former Baker Mayfield Browns fans get it. Sometimes these white quarterbacks just get into the giving spirit around the holidays, and that's okay.
We just need to start Sam Darnold.
Owen, you just went from Brock Purdy can still win MVP to just start Sam Darnold.
And Brock Purdy's questionable, so.
Who do y'all play next week?
The Commanders.
Okay, so y'all should win that game with ease.
Yeah, we should hopefully get back to our winning ways.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. So you play the Commanders, and then you'll play the Rams to end your season.
Yep.
Okay.
Chase Young's return game.
Oh, that's right. Y'all go to DC?
Yep.
Very nice.
One thing I don't see us getting though is Chase Young back on the Niners next year. I think it's up, and then he's going somewhere else.
Really?
We don't have the money, for one, to keep him long term.
Maybe.
Would
I
he
don't
take
know.
a pay cut?
I don't know. I'm just gonna show this instead.
Okay, all right. Not mad. I'm just a 49er faithful, man. I mean, it happened, so you know. The question is, it happened. You can't dwell on the past. So how are we going to do moving forward?
Yeah, that's gonna be a big. And thankfully, y'all don't have a tough opponent like the
No.
Cowboys. The Cowboys, they kind of got screwed because they had a tough match against the Bills, a game we knew was going to be a tough match, and
Yep.
then they had to follow it up with the Dolphins. So, and now they play Detroit next weekend. So
3 really good teams back to back to back.
he said womp womp.
Topics today.
Do what?
We should move to our topics today.
Oh yeah, we should. What do we want to talk about first?
As free of a win it was for the Raiders over the Chiefs, you know what else is free?
Money.
Money.
That's right, folks. And
free money.
We here on SportsSync have a way for you to have free money. Because
No,
look,
we
'cause
have
look,
no. We have the way.
the way. Because look. I know. Y'all opened your presents under the tree, right? You know, you open it and you get it. And it's another pair of socks. It's a pair of underwear. You didn't get exactly what you wanted, but we have a way for you to go shop for that thing you want because it's probably on sale already.
Nick, imagine this, all right? Imagine your grandma got you a gift, okay? All right? And you wanted her to get you like a Browns thing, you know? Like a Browns scarf or like some Browns, you know.
I do need a
and you
scarf.
thought,
It gets a bit nippy.
Yeah. But instead, she grabbed you a Steelers one.
Ooh.
By accident, quote unquote. And she's like, "Oh, I thought it didn't matter because it was all football."
Ooh. Ooh. Can't have grandma being a yinzer. That's awful.
You get that scarf from free our way.
Yeah. And folks, our way is very simple. You just listen to us and gamble. That's right, folks. We here on SportsSync believe in the practice of gambling, and we're going to give you guys our parlay picks that are going to be so amazing you win all the money in the world. So, Underdog was kind enough to give us this little free thing right here, this little pack, where Cade needs at least 24 or higher. Anthony Edwards needs 40 points, rebounds, and assists. Zion needs 30 points and rebounds. And DeAndre Ayton needs less than 11.5 rebounds. Does this pack hit?
No, what ruined this whole pack? This pack is good, except for the DeAndre Ayton lower. DeAndre Ayton is not having lower, bro. He is. What team do they play? The Kings?
Do they play the Kings?
They play the Kings, and he's questionable. So I wouldn't take that. No.
What the heck?
They play the Kings, and he's questionable. So I'm not taking that.
All right, so let's move on. We got some college football here.
Ooh.
TJ Finley. Does he have a touchdown today?
Is this on Saturday or is this today? Because the only game today is Kansas and UNLV.
No, there's a game going on right now.
Oh.
This is
football?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only one game. Okay, whatever.
No, Texas State and Rice play today at 5:30.
Oh. Well, the guaranteed rate bowl is between Kansas and UNLV. That's the only one that's showing.
It's probably because you have UNLV notified because you're a Rebels fan.
Oh, yeah, sure. And then the other one on Saturday is the Arizona Bowl.
TJ Finley has 24 touchdowns and 8 interceptions this season. To say he doesn't have a receiving touchdown or a rushing touchdown. Do they know who TJ Finley is?
I don't think they know who TJ Finley is.
Is he a
Do we even know
Rice
who TJ
receiver?
Finley is?
That's what we're about to find out. Is there a TJ Finley on?
Here we are, guys, betting on these lower D1 schools. Sorry.
No, TJ Finley is the quarterback for Texas State. Why is he in Rice colors, and why are they saying he's going to have a receiving touchdown?
I don't know. That's our sign to skip it, though.
Okay, okay. How about Owen? You want to pronounce that name?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Ismail Mahidi. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you probably didn't, but it's okay.
He's got 10 touchdowns on the year.
Okay.
1,200 yards. His per game numbers, he's looking at about what is he averaging per game?
Update alert.
Oh.
Zach Wilson is out. He's been ruled out for the Browns game.
Oh.
With a concussion.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it's Simeon versus Flacco? Okay. How about Ismail? Does Ismail have 100.5 rushing yards?
He's a running back?
Yeah, he's a running back for Texas State.
Jeez, that's a lot. How do you even get 20 fantasy points as a college kid? There's no college fantasy.
Does he have 20 rushing attempts?
Yes, yeah. This is college. They give the ball off to their running backs like 26 times a game.
Does Texas State run the ball that much?
I don't know. Let's find out with our trusty Dusty. What conference? Oh,
He had 23 carries in their last game, 17 before that, 21 before. So he's right around that number.
Yeah.
So do we say do they run the ball a lot in their bowl game?
It's Rice. Rice's defense is ranked pretty low. Rushing wise, they're ranked 70th in the country.
Oh, so they don't run the ball that much.
No, like Rice's rushing defense is ranked 70th.
Okay, so okay, Ismail. Let's move over to Texas State's side, or Rice's side. How about AJ Paget? He is their quarterback today because I think their other quarterback probably entered the portal or
JT Daniels. Yep.
Former 5-star out of Georgia.
Yeah, JT
he was
Daniels.
A Georgia quarterback. I don't think he gets 1.5 passing touchdowns.
I think he does.
You think he does?
Maybe. Really just I don't know. His last game, he had 3 touchdown passes.
Paget? AJ did? Hold up.
Yeah, against FAU, November 25th.
He did.
But then, fucking TJ T. Jones took over.
JT Daniels.
Oh, my bad. Whoops.
I like this Juma, or I guess it's Juma Atovanyo. I like that. I like that. I think he scores today. If he's the running back one, they like to. They have a lot of.
Well, I don't think he is the running back one.
Yeah, he is today because Connors is probably not going to play.
Oh yeah, Connors won't play. What about Christian McCaffrey's brother, Luke McCaffrey?
Can we bet on him? Oh wait, no, there's Dean Connors. Oh, I feel stupid now. There's Luke
McCaffrey.
Does Luke have a touchdown today?
Luke McCaffrey's had a touchdown. Yes, yeah, yes, he does.
Luke scores today? All right, we got Luke McCaffrey. How about Kansas and UNLV? Jason
Oh,
Bean.
give me a game I want to see. Thank you. Is that for Kansas? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Bean, quarterback.
Does
He,
he have a touchdown?
he's honestly pretty good. No, he's actually not. Um, yeah. Does he have a rushing touchdown? Is that what you're saying, or passing?
I guess they're saying like he's gonna have a passing. So in which case, then the Texas State quarterback. So I feel like
Well, he's a
which
running
which
QB
is
too. I
this?
mean, just last
Okay.
game, against Cincinnati, he had 90 rushing yards.
Okay. So you think Jason Bean? That's a good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. Okay. How about Dylan McDuffie?
Um,
Look at all that.
dang, Dylan. And then we'll go to UNLV after this.
Well, let's go to UNLV now, and then we'll bet we'll have
Oh
one
yeah,
UNLV
I
and
don't
then
know if Dylan
one
McDuffie's gonna
NBA.
start, bro, because there's like
Jaden Maiva. Owen, how do you pronounce that?
yeah, Jaden Maiva.
Um, 252 passing plus rushing yards.
Let's take a look at last game. He didn't play too well last game. I'm thinking. Is there one for? Let me see.
What about Ricky White? 6 receptions
Yeah,
for who?
if it'll load, I'll tell you. Hold on. What- Sorry, guys. Yeah. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's getting 6 receptions.
Ricky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's had 6 or more receptions in the last 8 games.
Okay, so yeah, so Ricky. All right, so let's switch to the NBA real fast. Paolo Banchero double double.
Isn't that kind of just like a given? Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
at
is
that.
that what you want to bet your money on?
I honestly don't even need to like look that up just for that to happen because
What about Kyle Kuzma
no.
or Jordan Poole?
Can we bet on Jordan Poole having bad efficiency?
No, we can't bet on efficiency. Are you there, Owen? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm just we're looking at the Wizards, so it's it's. Can we bet on the Pistons?
You want to bet on the Pistons? What is wrong with you?
Let's bet on the Pistons. Or no, we should bet on James Harden. Bet on
Cam
James.
Thomas higher than 23 and a half?
I I go the rebounds plus assists one for 29.5. Honestly, for Cam, I would.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's keep scrolling. Dayrod Sharp's my boy. That's my dog. Does he have a
Dennis Smith.
block? No,
It's
we hate
Dennis
Dennis
Smith.
Smith. What about Cade Cunningham? Does he have a double double?
He needs to have a double double in order for this team to win a game.
So no.
No.
Seven
We're sorry.
assists. 7
No.
3 turnovers.
No. Maybe. No.
We should probably pull up some
Uh-huh.
stats for him.
Yeah, he's averaging the second most turnovers in a game.
How about
4.
Isaiah Stewart?
Is there one for punching people?
No, LeBron's not playing.
Okay, then never mind. This guy can't rebound the ball. I'm sorry. Go to the Clippers if you can, because that's when I could tell you if you go to like James Harden or something.
You bandwagon. Are the Clippers playing tonight?
Yeah, they play. They play the Hornets.
Oh,
Or we could go to Tyrese if we really want to.
I hope both teams lose.
Tyrese Halliburton, bro.
We can't bet on Shea.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Can't bet on the Thunder.
Like
We
at
can
all.
bet on we can bet on the Grizzlies. You want to bet on the Grizzlies?
No.
Okay.
We
How
should bet
about
on
the Pelicans.
No, let's bet on the Indian Rockets game. Indiana and Rockets game. That's a game I'm probably going to watch. Excuse me.
I will not be watching that game because I will be.
Tyrese. Yes, that 40, that 39.5 right there. That's a
You think he
steal.
gets that?
That's
I
a
don't know.
steal.
I don't know. I like Miles Turner double double. He's been a rebounding machine this year.
Just telling you.
He's not been a rebounding machine. So, um,
Dude, go back to Tyrese. Go back to Tyrese and do that.
all right, all right. That's
Do
what you
it.
want to spend your money on?
Do it.
Higher?
Yes.
Boom. So, 25 times your money. $1 pays out 25. But guess what? $2 pays out 50. What if you want to spend $100?
200.
You want to spend $200?
200. Ooh.
5 bands, baby. 5 bands, right? Like that. And all you have to do is listen to SportsSync. So, just to recap, Ishmael, higher than 20 and a half rushing attempts. Luke McCaffrey, he's going to score a touchdown. Jason Bean, he's going to score a touchdown. Ricky White, he's catching 7 passes. And Tyrese, he's just going crazy.
Tyrese went crazy last game. He had 29 points with 15 assists. And he covered it alone right there.
And that, my friends, is how you win free money. And don't worry. Don't you worry your little self because we're going to put all of this on the ticker down there. So you guys can calm down. All right. And stop saying the Browns are bad because they're not bad. They're better than your team. So Owen, do we want to do our top 10 while we're here?
You want to do what?
You want to do our top 10?
Yeah, we can do our top 10. I'll start this time. Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead and start with some honorable mentions while I get these things in here.
My honorable mentions, number 13, we'll go with the Seattle Seahawks. This is the team that has, looked pretty well, and they beat the Eagles. But they just haven't really cracked that top 10 yet. I can't say. So, number 13. Number 12, we're going with the Colts, a team that's been playing every team in a shootout and has been doing it well, except against the Falcons, which is something unheard of, which is why they are 12 and not where they were before. The Bucks are at 11, just barely right there at that spot. Baker Mayfield's been playing amazing. They're a fun team. They're a fun team to watch now. It's honestly a lot better than last year because they had Brady throwing the ball 50 times last year. That was something.
All right, so you had outside your top 10 the Seattle, Indy, and the Bucks.
Yep.
All right, so my honorable mentions in no particular order. I've got the Vegas Raiders. I had them at 10 last week, and they backed it up and they beat the Chiefs. So why not?
Okay.
They're playing good. They're playing good. I think Aiden O'Connell had less than 50 passing yards, and they still beat Kansas City.
Did he really have less than 50? Well,
I feel like he did.
To be fair, most of their points really came from the defense.
Yeah, their defense dominated Patrick Mahomes, which is things I love to see. What I also loved to see was when CBS cut to the women that they've been watching this entire year, Brittany and Taylor, and they were like about to be in tears because their significant others just ruined their Christmas. That was nice to see.
That was cool to see.
That made my Christmas better.
Yeah, 62 passing yards was for Aiden O'Connell.
Okay, so I guess I was being a little dramatic. But yeah, I've got the Raiders. My other honorable mention is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Rudolph, is he the answer? I don't think so. I think Matt Canada being fired was the answer. I feel like Matt Canada was a problem. George Pickens had himself his "Hey, I'm here" game. I'm
Mhm.
actually good at my job, which was nice to see. They destroyed Cincy and honestly just killed any sort of chances for a potential comeback from Cincy. So that was also nice to see. But
Also ended Jake Browning's miracle run.
yeah, they ended that, which was fun.
Yep.
Um, the sad news is I need the Steelers to win week 18. I don't care about week 17. I hope they lose. I hope they get their tails kicked as normal. But I need them to win week 18.
Against
So
who? The Ravens?
the Ravens, because if they win and the Dolphins beat the Ravens, the Browns clinch the division.
That 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 won't happen though, sadly.
Well,
Um,
it can, man, because we all said there was no way the Ravens were beating the 49ers, and look what happened.
that's not true. Lamar just told everybody off. Anyways, fun fact: the Steelers only need one more win to keep the streak going.
That's true. They are 8-7. That's also why I've got them here. Because
Who
they
do they
are.
play?
Who did they play this week?
About to find out. They play the Seattle Seahawks, and with Mike Tomlin, a guy who wants to keep it going, he's gonna win.
Yeah, they beat the Seahawks somehow. Are they at home?
Nah, they're in Seattle.
No, they lose that game. And then they beat the Ravens to secure the
In
streak.
in
That
Baltimore.
Yeah, in Baltimore, they're gonna sweep the Baltimore Ravens, and the Cleveland Browns are gonna get the number one spot in the AFC, and the AFC is gonna run through Cleveland, and the Browns are winning the Super Bowl.
Okay.
My other
Okay.
honorable mention in the 11th spot, I have same as you, Owen Greeley.
Mhm.
I've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think last week I might have had Tampa Bay in my top 10. Um, into which you might ask me what changed, and my answer is I forgot the Buffalo Bills existed. So now
Yeah,
I've remembered Buffalo.
it's okay. I forgot about the Dolphins. So and they kind of like taught me something this week. So it's okay.
I forgot Buffalo, but they're here now. Tampa, they're at my 11. This is a very good Buccaneers team. This is a scary Buccaneers team. This is not a Buccaneers team that you want to see if you're the Dallas Cowboys, because they could really ruin your
May I add, this
everything.
team got hot at the perfect time.
Yes,
They were like the Rams. The Bucks and the Rams got hot at the perfect time.
they did. Um, and speaking of Owen, I think you and I both kind of have that same agreement. Who's your number 10?
I have the Rams number 10.
Mm-hmm. Me too. All right.
This is a team that has looked amazing. Um, they have two all-pro receivers again. They have Matthew Stafford back. I'm not talking about like Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford. He was always there. I'm talking about Matthew Stafford is back. Their run game is back. Their defense is back. Aaron Donald never left, so that's why this defense, stayed in the running for being a really good defense.
This is a good Rams team. They they had a convincing win on primetime too. I know the Saints tried to come back in that one, but that was still a strong win for them to
And
secure and say, "Hey, we're here. We're a good football team, and we're
don't
going
let
to problems in the
don't let
playoffs."
these record don't let their record like fool you, because this team could easily right now, if they play like
Mhm.
this the entire season, have 11, 12 wins.
Yeah,
If they play like this in the whole season. I really thought losing Jalen Ramsey would be a huge hit for this Rams team. But they found pieces and bounced back really well.
yeah. Um, if I'm a division leader right now, like the Lions or the Eagles or the Buccaneers, the team I don't want to see on my schedule coming to me is the Los Angeles Rams, especially if you're the Lions.
Hmm.
because Matthew Stafford revenge game. Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Going
Um,
to Detroit, yeah, no, there's no
that'd
way.
be. I feel like we as fans want to see that, except for Lions fans. They'd be like, no, please, no, no, please, no.
Yeah,
But
because yeah,
like if you're a team, and honestly, like the 49ers might get out of it a little bit, but honestly, like you don't want to see them in the second round, do you, Owen? Well, I don't think.
that is the only team I could say in the NFC that could be the Niners.
I feel like they scare you like the Ravens scare me though,
To a point, yeah, because
or
we've
like
always
no,
had.
more like this year they scare you like the Bengals scare me.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
Because the Bengals do scare me, but like not that much.
that's like me with the Cardinals every year. Like I'm scared the fact if we lose that game, the reputation we get. But I know we're not gonna lose that game.
No, I'm always scared we're gonna lose the game. We're the Cleveland Browns.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh, and who do you have at number 9?
I have the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Um, even though they're very bad win against the Raiders, or my bad, not win, loss against the Raiders. This team has still looked good, and they're still a playoff team,
Yeah.
nonetheless. So even though that the Raiders beat them, you can't take away the spot that they're still a playoff team.
And they play. I think they end their season with the Chargers, and then who do they play next week?
I got you. Hold on.
They have a pretty easy schedule. They have a pretty easy last 2 games. So I'm panicking after that loss to the Raiders.
Kind of. They play the Bengals
Oh.
in Kansas City, and then they play
Yeah,
the Chargers.
but the Jake Browning runs over.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be like a 30-point blowout.
So I'm not too scared if I'm Kansas City, but I'm still panicking after that loss to the Raiders.
Yeah, that's a game you shouldn't have lost.
You want to talk more about the Chiefs, or do you want me to say my number 9?
Patrick Mahomes is a crybaby. Patrick Mahomes taking that type of contract ruin his team. Honestly, because that team now can only really focus on 3 parts of the team, and that's quarterback because they have to, offensive line, so that way Mahomes can get hit every single play, right? And defense. Then they have to go in the black market and get receivers for no money almost. You're getting guys like I can see them getting DeAndre Hopkins, but like whenever this man is well out of his prime and in his mid-30s.
Well, now hold on. They found a guy in Rashee Rice, and he was pretty good.
Okay, but that's one guy, and if you decent on a football team, and you play teams that know how to like coverages and good zone coverages, then he might get one catch that game.
Yeah, but like you don't need receivers. You don't need a running back. You don't need a quarterback. You don't need a defense. If you want to win football games, just like be better.
Okay, that's fair.
Number 9, I've got the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
I had them up at number 2 a few weeks ago, and they have fallen a lot. They got destroyed by Buffalo, and then their offense did not impress me against Miami. Miami doesn't have the best defense in the world.
Well, automatically makes every defense. Jalen Ramsey out of. So.
I'm not sold on the Cowboys anymore. I think them and the Chiefs are right now hitting that panic button a bit louder than everybody else. So,
if hold on. So hold on. If you're the Cowboys, right? This season right now, it feels like they're all in season.
Maybe
it does because they really went. Well, I mean, they went out in the last offseason. They got Stephon Gilmore, right?
Mm-hmm.
They made upgrades to that secondary. Who else did they get? Did they get anybody else? They lost.
They got someone from the Colts after Diggs got hurt.
Okay. They got what's his name? From the Texans. Oh, I'm blanking. Former
Yeah,
Patriot, former Saint.
yeah, I can help
Cooks.
you with
Brennan
that.
Cooks. Brennan Cooks. Brennan Cooks.
Okay.
They got Brennan Cooks. That was pretty big.
Hmm.
'Cause Brennan Cooks is a really good receiver still. I feel like if they can't make it at least to the NFC Championship game this year, then this season's a fail.
Yeah, but I feel like that's always the expectation in Dallas. So
Well,
they're
I know
always having failing seasons.
they need to stop having failing seasons for their fan base.
Yeah, they do. My dad is a Cowboy fan, and he says the only solution is to trade Micah Parsons for Drake May.
Honestly, I think you just need to get rid of Dak because I know he's playing really good, but he's like Lamar almost, if in a
Yeah,
sense.
but
Like,
he was having an MVP year, so that's why I'm not like mad, but like it's it's frustrating if you're a Cowboys fan to see this collapse. Because you know it's coming, but
oh,
this
hold on.
year,
You know what? Maybe they have the collapse now, and then they're fine in the playoffs. Maybe that's the case,
okay, oh, you Dallas. You
right?
It looks like you're gonna go into a very scary Tampa Bay team. So like
Does Dallas finish the year with seven losses?
they play Detroit and then I think they play Washington to end their year. So no.
So probably 11 wins for them then.
11-6 year. The Browns could
Yeah.
go 12-5. Um, I will be rubbing that in my dad's face a lot.
Okay. All right.
All right, who's your number 8?
On number 8 is the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Um, this is a team that has looked good, and they really bounced back quite well from their beginning of the year slump. That
Mhm.
was rough to watch, by the way.
They fired Ken Dorsey and everything like that was the answer.
Everything snapped. They're on a 3-game winning streak right now, and it's not like it's some little team that they're playing against. No, they beat the Cowboys and the Chiefs in back-to-back weeks.
Who'd they beat
They
this
beat the
week?
Chargers. The Chargers this week.
Oh, that's right, Saturday night. They well, I'll talk about them when I get to them on my list.
Josh Allen, he throws more picks and completions, but that's just a given with him. I mean,
Josh Allen, he likes to throw the ball to everybody, including cornerbacks, and that's okay.
well, one thing with Josh Allen that I see, is that like, man, it's nah, I'm not. He every single down, which is
Hmm.
a bit of an issue when it comes to wanting to, be a competitive team because he has 15 interceptions now.
He does.
He has 15 picks,
Is that leading the
but
league?
no, it's second.
Who's first?
Sam Howell, of course. Um, but he has 27 passing touchdowns.
He likes to play hero ball, and it shows.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't rely on James Cook that much. I don't know why they didn't.
Fun fact: he also has 13 rushing touchdowns without doing the the freaking the touch
Tush
play.
push.
Yeah, tush push.
Um, yeah, at number 8, we're on number 8, right?
Yeah, we are. Yep.
I've got the Chiefs.
Mhm.
I think for similar reasons for you that you had, they were just defensively owned by the Las Vegas Raiders on Christmas Day,
Yep.
um, which was very fun to see.
Did you?
This is still a good Chiefs team.
Mhm.
Um, Patrick Mahomes, as long as Patrick Mahomes is your quarterback, you're most likely a top 10 football team.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. And Rashee Rice was solid for them. He was solid for my fantasy team, which is that's what I'm more worried about. Um, and I feel like there's not going to be very many instances where they get dominated like that by a defense. So I'm not
Did
too worried.
did you hear what Jack Jones said in an interview in the locker rooms for the Raiders?
No.
Because I think the reporter asked, "How are you guys going to stop Patrick Mahomes, or how are you guys going to stop these receivers?" You know, blah blah, right?
Hmm.
And they're like, "We're just going to focus on stopping Patrick Mahomes. If you stop the magician, you stop the act."
But
They
see,
s-
but
they
see, but
stop
see,
the
but see,
magician.
that's wrong. That's wrong. Because in 2021, the Cleveland Browns went to Arrowhead Stadium, and we had fixed the problem. We had stopped the magician. Patrick Mahomes was out with a concussion. A bad way to stop the magician, but the magician was stopped. And who was it? Chad Heine, Chad Heineke, Chad
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 Henne. Chad Henne.
Chad Henne, Chad freaking Henne.
He's the little magician, bro. He's like the old guy that like never got it done, and then like this young guy came along and got it
Well,
done.
regardless,
So
the magician was stopped, and we still didn't stop the act. So no, it takes a lot more. Um, this is still a good Chiefs team. I'm not too worried about them. They're probably going to win their division. Um, however, I think the
Broncos still have
Raiders
a
are
chance.
only a game. I think the Raiders are only a game behind.
Broncos and the Raiders are the same record now.
Yeah, but the Broncos they suffered a
Okay,
bad
whatever it
loss.
is.
They suffered a
Bop, bop,
painful
bop, bop,
loss.
bop, 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 bop. They are 2 games behind both teams.
Okay, so no, the Chiefs are fine. The Chiefs are fine. That division is essentially theirs. Owen, hello. Hello, Owen. Uh-oh. Guys, we're having a lot of technical difficulties today. My apologies. Uh-oh. Um, I will go ahead. Yeah, let me just go ahead and do my number 7 because that's a team we've already talked about. At number 7, I had the Buffalo Bills. Um, this Bills team, uh, they had a scary like, whoa, hold on there. Why didn't you? Oh, and Owen's gone. They had a little scary moment with the Chargers last week that I was a bit concerned with, but I'm not too um worried about them. They still got to win. They got a big win against the Chiefs. They got a big win against the Cowboys. So they are still improving with these wins. Um, and I feel like this is a team that's getting hot at the right time. They fired Ken Dorsey, and things have been looking up ever since. So I have them here at number 7. I feel like they right now could beat a lot of teams. There are a lot of teams that they could easily take control of. Let me just check on Owen real fast. Uh, our apologies, guys. Technology, you know how it is. Um, okay. Owen says he'll be back in a minute. Oh, I think here he is. Hi, Owen.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there.
Owen at number 7. I went ahead with the Buffalo Bills. Who did you
Okay.
have at 7?
I had the Cowboys at 7.
Okay.
This is a team. I always say that. I say this is a team. Um, this team, they've looked rocky in the past few weeks. You can't really defend them on anything. Um,
Hmm.
they just need to play better football. That's all I can say. They need to
Now
play better football.
you say that, but you had them higher than Buffalo and Kansas City. What made you put them this high?
One record wise,
Okay,
um, and two, their downfall hasn't been tremendously bad. It's not like they're out here losing to terrible teams.
you're right. They lost to the Cardinals early in the year,
Okay,
but
that was that's back there.
the Cowboys do not have it easy because their next opponent is the Detroit Lions. So
Yes, sir. Who, by the way, we got to congratulate a
we're
Detroit
not
team.
we're not there yet. We're
No,
not there
no, no,
yet.
no, 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 no. I want to shut them out real quick, just real quick. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
The Detroit
For
Lions
you.
have won their division, guys, for the
Yeah,
first time since 1993.
no, for the first time. I'll talk about that when I get to the Lions, or if you get to
Okay.
them first. Um, oh, and who do you have at number 6?
I have the Cleveland Browns at number 6.
What's wrong with you?
Um,
You think the Eagles are better than us? You think the tush push is stopping Joe Flacco? What is wrong with you? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay,
Go ahead.
first up, you guys are the best 10-5 team. Okay,
Thank you.
there's only
Thank
two of you guys, anyways. But you guys are the best one.
Thank you.
Um, this pick is basically all on record and the fact that you guys lost to the Broncos and Rams.
Okay.
And this was before the Rams kind of like hit their stride. You guys were the first game where the Rams hit their stride in.
Okay.
So I feel like you guys gave the Rams the jump. And I don't like that. So as a 49ers fan, I'm going to put you guys at 6.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. At
Sorry,
number 6,
okay.
and my list is already more realistic. I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
This Eagle team got bailed out by the refs against the Giants team who benched Tommy DeVito. That's how bad.
Can we talk
That's
about,
a little
though, how
scary.
the Eagles have fallen from one top of the league in like a bunch of categories
Best team in football, all that
to middle of the table for like the 1 through 10 spots?
yeah, a middle of the top 10. That's not where you want to be if
No,
you're the
not at all.
Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what the problem is with Philly. I don't know why they're letting teams into these close games.
Wow.
However, they still are winning,
Yeah, they are.
and winning matters. And if I hear one Eagles fan complain about the Giants game, then I'm shoving this pin where the sun doesn't shine. So, someone clip that and send that into a few of the group chats I'm in, because there are a certain few people who need to hear that memo.
Oh, the Eagles? Yeah, no, I agree. There's a good amount of people that do need to hear that.
Eagles
There's
fans
one.
think that because of this, the world is coming to the end, and I promise you, it's not. It's not. You're fine. You're fine.
Here's the funny thing though. You don't see Niners fans going all out on social media blasting about their losses or wins, right?
Um,
I mean, besides the Eagles game.
the Eagles and the Cowboy game were the only two where I saw Niners fans go
Yeah.
out and talk a lot of talk. So
The reason why we talked about the Eagles was because the Eagles started talking first.
yeah, no, Debo Samuel started talking first, but
They took out
it's
our
fine.
quarterback. What do you expect?
It's
Anyways,
fine. Oh, and who do you have at number 5?
the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
I hate this team with a passion, but they're at 5. Great offensive line, pretty good receivers, a quarterback who is supposed to play good but kind of doesn't. And a solid defense to a point. This is a team that could really be a lot better. This team could easily only still have one loss if they just, play the expectations.
They played to expectations though, and they just caught some teams at bad times. First off, they caught the 49ers, and I don't think that's a team they wanted to catch at all.
Oh no.
And second off, the Cowboys had a lot of momentum when they played them, so I'm not too upset if I'm a
Eagles fan.
Eagles fan. Yeah. At number 5, I've got the San Francisco 49ers. I had them at 1 last week. This was the best team in football. And then Brock Purdy was in the Christmas mood and the giving spirit.
I mean, maybe
And
he just. Gosh, yeah. Whoever got him presents on that team is returning those presents fast.
that game was bad. That game was bad.
It's hard to talk about, but I know we need to talk about it.
I'm not. I'm gonna spare you. I'm gonna spare you at least this episode because I know that
It's fresh in my mind,
I know. It's there. It's there. It's there. I didn't even. When the Ravens kicked my tail, I didn't even think about football for 3 days.
See,
it was,
this
it
is
was, it was a
why
rough thing.
this is why, guys, sports is an addiction. Okay,
Mhm.
get over your addictions. So stop caring about sports so much. That's that's watch NASCAR, watch F1. It's a lot better on the head.
Owen,
No,
we started a podcast because of our
watch
sports addiction. You have a sports addiction, Owen.
watch golf, guys. It's probably a lot better on your mental brain than it is on football. Have you seen those people on like YouTube, bro? Like switch the commentary spots where they have like NBA announcers commentating like a golf tournament and like they like yelling at the top of their lungs and everything.
I saw one golf highlight. I think it was like a Tiger Woods shot or something, and it was the Chris Collinsworth. That pass looked a little Mahomey. It's like how on earth? How did it enter golf?
When did he see that? Like when did he say that? Was that in basketball?
No, Chris Collinsworth said that Sunday Night Football, Chiefs versus Packers on a Jordan Love throw.
He said that on a Jordan Love throw.
Mhm.
He must live in Mahomes' basement or something, bro. Because like, what is this?
He probably does.
Yeah.
All right, Owen, who do you have at number 4?
I have the Detroit Lions, the division champs.
I do too. I do too. For the first time in NFC North history, the Detroit Lions have won. Because
I love this team.
the last time the Lions won the division, it was the NFC Central. They have never won the NFC North until now. So congratulations, Detroit.
Guys, I'm officially switching my favorite team. I am now a Detroit Lions fan. I love this team. This team is amazing. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown, the guy who's named after a god, an Egyptian god. He plays like an Egyptian god. He plays amazing. Jared Goff is playing like a top 5 quarterback, top 3 quarterback in the league right now. Or arguably could be playing like that all year long. He could have been. Yeah, this team's really good.
Yeah, this is a good Lions team. Congratulations to them. They fought for what they wanted. They wanted they wanted this division. They wanted this division championship. They got it. They've been working at it. This is what this franchise has been aiming for. That's been the goal. And I'd love to see what they do come January. These next 2 weeks don't really matter for them anymore, so I don't really expect them to do much. So I'm not going to try and move them around in my future power rankings because of that overreaction. But yeah, this is a good Lions team.
And I think whenever we saw them beat the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football in Week 1, I think that's when we knew that this team was going to be special and good.
Yeah. All right, Owen. I think at number 3, you've got the San Francisco 49ers.
I do. Yep.
And at number 3, I've got my Cleveland Browns.
Weird way we kind of like switched our teams around almost in spots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Niners are still one of the best teams in football, even with losing to the Ravens.
They are.
So it's not like they lose their top 3 spot with losing to another team that's in the top 3.
Yes, they do because of
No,
the way they lost. If Justin Tucker had a walk-off field goal, I'd have been like, okay, yeah, this is still a top 3 team. But I'm sorry, but there are other teams here.
I don't know
that-
what happened. I think it was just unlucky. I think it was God's way of making up for the ref tripping Lamar Jackson in the end zone with 3 tip drill picks. Hey, we're still on top of the NFC. That's all that matters.
And I do not have you as the best team from the NFC because I have the Lions ahead of you. At number 3, anyways, I've got the one of 3 teams who still has the ability to win the AFC. The Cleveland Cardiac Kids Dog Pound Browns. If you were to sit here and tell me a year ago that the Browns would be competing for the top of the AFC North, I would have laughed in your face. If you were to sit here and tell me a year ago that the Browns would be 10-5 and having Joe Flacco as our starting quarterback, having our backup safety do kickoffs because our starting kicker is injured, going for it on every 4th down because our punter got hurt in the same game.
You guys are looking like a high school team right now, and it's hilarious.
But we're winning.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense.
The Browns have a chance to clinch the playoffs on Thursday. Momentum is high in Cleveland, and that's very, very good. And I hope we don't lose to the Jets.
Fun fact: these 2 teams, the Lions and Browns, just 3 to 4 years ago, we were making fun of as the worst Super Bowl possible.
Now this is the Super Bowl everyone's hoping for. Everyone's like, this is America's game.
This is a Super Bowl that could actually happen.
Yeah,
and wouldn't be crazy. It's
the Browns. The Browns' path to the playoffs, path to the Super Bowl, is not illogical.
Yeah. No, there's one thing I'm very happy about, and I'm happy that it's not. I'm happy that the Patriots aren't making it every single year. It's not like, oh, who's the Patriots going to play again?
Yeah,
because we had that for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It was, oh, are the Patriots going to play the Falcons? Are they going to play the Seahawks? It's like
the parity in the league is nice.
Yeah, it's real nice.
I think, Owen, you and I agree on our top 2. At number 2, we have the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins number 2.
I'll
let you take this one away. You can talk about the next 2 teams because I don't really want to talk about number 1.
I'll make you talk about number 1.
I'm good. I'll stay quiet for the rest of the show.
This is a good Miami team. I said this in the Christmas Eve episode. I said I said this before. I said this on Saturday too. Whoever wins this game is not going to get any credit. But I feel like it's time we give Miami credit. Good defense. Defense held the Cowboys. Jalen Ramsey played phenomenal on that on that defensive side. The offense kind of struggled a little bit. They definitely did not have the Miami Dolphins offensive game as they would have liked. So I was a little disappointed there, but their defense helped, and they got such a big win that it's really hard to say they're not up here and they don't deserve this spot up here. They play the Dolphins, or they play the Ravens next week. They are the Dolphins.
The Dolphins again. Yep.
They play the Ravens next week, so that's going to be, I think, your game to determine our final power rankings 1 through 10. I feel like next week we'll have our going into week 18 power rankings, and then we'll do playoff rankings. We'll rank the playoff teams from 1 to 14.
Chiefs are definitely going to be the 14th spot. I hate the Chiefs.
That's why I have the Dolphins at 2. And Owen, take it away. Why are the Ravens the best team in football?
Because, well, for starters, they beat the crap out of the Niners.
Mm-hmm. That's essentially why.
And it wasn't the first quarter. Whenever we were up 5-3, like this was some soccer or hockey game. I was confident. I was like, okay, we can win this game. And then I ended up turning my TV off at halftime. But this team is good. I was saying it before the show. I don't know, maybe I was saying it during the show actually. That all the Ravens needed was receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They got receivers, and look where they are now.
Mm-hmm. They've been doing this all year. Baltimore's been doing this all year. They're known for this type of stuff. They play a team on their schedule who is also in our top 10. We're like, wow, this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a big test for Baltimore, and then they just blow them out of the water. So, all right, that is our top 10. I have the Rams, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, 49ers, Lions, Browns, Dolphins, Ravens. You have the Rams, Chiefs,
Bills,
Bills,
Cowboys, Browns, Eagles, Lions, Niners, Dolphins, and Ravens.
So you guys let us know if you think this is accurate, if you think which one of us is more accurate. And actually, no, we're not going to get that on the ticker because we're going to keep you guys' free money down there.
Free money. Sorry.
We're almost going to go. We got time to talk about something else for just a little bit more. And let's talk about college football.
I live near UT, University of Texas, Austin. Mm-hmm. The atmosphere here is huge. Mm-hmm. Everybody is finally ready to see Texas back in the swing of things. And they actually are back. Like they've been saying they're back for the past 5 years. But they're actually back this time, guys.
That's the bad news. Because all these Texas fans.
And they're going to be playing Washington.
In essentially a home game.
Kind of. They're in Louisiana. They're in New Orleans. But
they don't have to travel as far as Washington. This is a home game.
You know for a fact that those fans in Austin are going to New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's a 5, 6, 7 hour drive. So they're going to New Orleans. I see Texas winning this game by a lot.
Which team do you think wins the national championship?
Texas. I think Texas wins it.
I think Washington beats them. Michael Penix, that's a high-flying offense, man. Michael Penix Jr. is phenomenal.
Texas is phenomenal, too.
This is a good Washington team. Texas, they kicked the piss out of Oklahoma State.
And Alabama.
In Bryant-Denny Stadium, too.
Yeah. I went to that stadium over the summer. Pretty nice stadium, actually. It's big. Sorry. I don't see Michigan beating Bama, honestly. We're gonna have a defensive game on the 1 and 4 side, and then we're gonna have a shootout on the 2 and 3 side.
Yeah, I feel like the Texas-Washington game is going to be a shootout, and then Michigan-Alabama is going to be a defensive gritty game.
Now, here's the thing, okay? Does Quinn Ewers is Quinn Ewers a sophomore or is he a junior now?
He's already announced he's coming back.
Yeah, okay, so he's coming back. So, is he coming back to be the starter, or are they starting Archie Manning?
No, they start him because they had Archie Manning on the team this year too, and they chose Quinn Ewers. So,
are they going to redshirt Archie now?
I don't know what Arch does.
They need to redshirt him because that way you have 3 years of eligibility instead of just 2.
Yeah. Excuse me. I don't know what they do about that. I think that's going to be an off-season storyline.
Yep.
That we follow a little bit from
because
Texas.
I don't think we ever expected Quinn Ewers to bring this team to where they are now.
No, I don't think people thought, except for delusional Texas fans, thought they were going to go to the playoffs.
The delusional Texas fans are right.
I know we can't let that happen again.
Yeah.
But it's never good when any delusional fan base is right. It's never good. It never ends well.
Yeah.
That's why the Browns aren't going to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Quite sad.
Oh well. Anyways, no, this Texas team, this is a really good Texas team. Very good
Yeah.
Texas team that can easily win it all. Not
And
easily,
you
but
and
they can
you
definitely win it
think they beat Washington.
all. Yes,
See,
convincingly.
that's where you and I we disagree. I think what do I think? I think Washington wins. This is a good Washington team. Michael Penix Jr., phenomenal quarterback. He's better than Quinn Ewers. Argue with a wall, Owen. And I think Washington, they're a bit more battle tested than Texas is, especially with those games against Oregon. I know. Texas went to Alabama this year. Blah 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 blah. But Washington, they beat the number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams. They beat Utah. They beat Oregon twice. They went on the road to beat Oregon. This is a good Washington team. I think they win that game, and I think Alabama wins that game, and we get the game everyone wants to see because it's Nick Saban's another national championship. I think Alabama's your national champions.
Yeah.
And even if Texas wins against Washington, you don't beat Alabama twice in a year.
Oh, believe it's Texas, bro. You believe whenever you live in Texas.
You don't beat Bama twice in a year. No,
Watch it happen.
That just doesn't happen.
When it happens, you're gonna be like, "What did I just watch?"
If Texas beats Alabama in the college football national championship, I will
jump in the river.
I'm already doing that if the Panthers win. I gotta. There's got to be more.
The Panthers almost did win, so it was.
I know. We were close, weren't we?
We're close, guys. Somebody go rig to get in the next Panthers game.
What will I do? Owen, what will I do?
You will eat salt straight up on
Okay.
the stream.
I'll do that. I'll chug salt. I will chug salt. If Texas beats Alabama.
Okay.
They're not even going to beat Washington, so we're fine.
We'll see.
All right, Owen. Well, what'd you get for Christmas?
Let me grab it, okay?
Owen's always leading the show. He always leaves me to myself. I get lonely. It's sad. I miss you, Owen. Oh, there he is. He's back. Oh my! Look at that beautiful thing.
So y'all know
what
I'm a
is
hockey
that?
fan. This is
What is-
my
Wow.
hockey jersey I got.
Wow.
Look at that thing.
Wow. Now, Owen, what do you think is sexier, that jersey or fish sandals?
Because I'm biased, my jersey.
I don't know, bro. This is like hello, all the ladies in the world. Hi.
Oh
Like,
wait,
I mean, it's
hold
just
on.
it's just like
I'm forgetting
like-
something. I'm forgetting something.
oh my. Where is he going? You think Washington wins it all? I agree with that. I agree with that take. I think Washington is a good team. Oh my God, Owen's got a mask. Owen, what are you doing?
I can't even hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi,
Okay,
Owen.
I can barely hear.
Okay. You look like a goalie. Are you about to go be a goalie for the Vegas Golden Knights? I think he's got hockey practice. I think that's why we have to end the show. Where is he going now? Oh boy. Does he have a glove? No, he's got a ukulele that we can't even hear.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, it sounds like Owen's got a. Oh, you gonna play us out? Thank you, Owen, for
You're
our
welcome. Yep.
outro song. I'm Nick. That's Owen. We are Sports
Whew.
Sync. Please, whatever you do, let our information sink in.